What was that ruckus?
You mean this ruckus? Alright guys, so this is the brand new Nerf Rukkus ICS, which I assume is internal clip system 8. Holds 8 darts, and it answers the question that we've been asking for a long time, which is, Dear Hasbro, why don't we get more of these proprietary magazine weirdo blasters? Why not indeed? Merry Christmas, ho ho ho. So obviously I'm not a big fan of this sort of system. I don't like proprietary magazines. I particularly don't like it when they're not removable, which means that you can never reload them easily. This is like the constantly top-offable magazine, which is something you never hear about. I like revolvers that can be topped off because they have large capacities. I like hopper systems because you can constantly pour more balls in. This is essentially a recon or retaliator style platform with the top action pump prime. I don't know if it has slam fire. It is not advertising slam fire, so I doubt that it has that. We're gonna go ahead and check it out for ergonomic comfort. As far as design goes, it looks good. It's got this tiger striping camo that they've been doing for a long time on some of these blasters. It's got, like, it is very funky. It's kind of cool looking, but before we talk about it too terribly much, let's go ahead and bust it out of its cardboard prison with our old reliable crimson web here. Counter-Strike knives are not the best for box openings, but they're heckin' cool for YouTube, guys. So, in true Hasbro fashion, it holds 8 darts, which means that I assume it comes with exactly 8 darts. If you need more information about where to get more darts, or if you just want a genuine evaluation of Elite darts as compared to other less expensive things on the market, feel free to check out my dart comparison video that I spent a ton of time on in the card up here. But these are 8 Elite darts, which are worth their weight in gold, and we will go ahead and throw them in here. So interestingly enough, you can't load this whole thing at once comfortably. It's just funky food for thought. You can fit about 5 in there, and then you have to start putting your fingers through the barrel. So I guess you slide it up to access those. And like, that's just a funky thing that I'm not a huge fan of. But some people will like that they can harmonica it back and forth. So this is actually what's called a harmonica style clip. Yeah, I know the difference between a clip and a magazine, and that's why I'm using it properly. Occasionally people will quote some very incorrect Forgotten Weapons video, or like I've had Australians who don't know how firearms work be like, hey mate, you don't know what, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. This is a clip. A magazine actuates the ammunition up. This holds it stagnant. So it's a grand design, but it's also obsolete. Let's go ahead and fire it a couple of times. I assume we're indexing up each time. Ooh, that's funky. So we index up, and it actually does not retract. So you have to actuate forward, and then you have to push forward to click this into place. So not a particularly comfortable blaster in terms of how it works, and I don't think it has slam fire. We'll go ahead and try. We'll hold down this trigger. Oh, it does have slam fire. All right, well that's kind of cool. That means that you can play the old Piano Man this way. Now, I'm assuming it's getting pretty standard Elite performance. We will take it outside for a chrony and range test, but overall not bad performance. I do hate that your whole line of sight, if I'm like aiming at my best friend behind the camera there, now that I've fired my first 5 shots, I can't really, like, we're dampening the line of sight. We're also constantly throwing off the weight. Now it's top heavy, now it's not. These systems are not ideal. They're also, like you saw there, I just tried to line it up on that last start, and I did not. Ugh. So we will take it outside, but for 20 United States dollars, like, you are so much better off buying something that just uses the Nstrike system. The Nstrike system is ubiquitous in Nerf, and there's good reason. Like, it is very popular because the cross compatibility means that you can use all of your magazines, you can use all of your tactical gear. This doesn't have a stock attachment point, this doesn't have an Nstrike attachment point, and those were things that Hasbro could have included for free. Like, if you dug this blaster, being able to shoulder it might offset some of that weird wonky weight differential there. Like, being able to put your favorite muzzle attachment on it. Like, it doesn't just not have an Nstrike attachment point for the barrel or the stock. It also has no Nstrike rails, not one on the side, not one on this side, no deco on this side. So like, this is definitely budget Nerf. They made this as cheaply as they possibly could. It's got a funky magazine in it for whatever reason, because they wanted to put something different out, I assume. But this, I do not see the Rukkus doing particularly well at market, just because it's so weird. Like, it's nowhere near as good as the Nerf blasters in its price range that utilize those systems and those accessories and what have you. Like a Modulus Recon Mark II is better than this in every way. And I don't even really love that blaster because it's got funky magazine compatibility, but at least it takes magazines. All right, guys, so it's a pleasant afternoon, 4:30, and it's too dark outside to chronograph. Thanks, Ben Franklin. All right, guys, so Ben Franklin be darned, we're going to chronograph in here. We've set up a light box with the chronograph because chronographs are the definitive way of measuring performance in our hobby, and despite the variables inconsistent with outdoor and indoor performance of various different kinds of chronographs, I'm rambling. Anyway, we'll put it over the machine because you guys like the numbers. 73. Duplicate 73. Duplicate 273, 74. All right, so at this point, I'm pretty confident in telling you that it shoots elite style performances with elite style darts. It's an uncomfortable monstrosity of proprietary, non-removable clip style actuating loading. You do not have a return spring, so you're gonna be working this entire system, ratcheting it through its thing. It's not great from a design perspective. I'm sure that it fit into Nerf's lineup somehow where they were like, we need an elite blaster that has no compatibility with the Nstrike system. And I mean, that's really what this video boils down to. I'm not thrilled by this blaster, but more than anything, I'm just really disappointed that Nstrike as we know it is, I mean, this tells me that Nstrike as we know it is dying. Like, we'll get repaints of things like the AccuStrike, Raptor Strike, we'll get our Rapid Strike that way, and then like we'll always have the Alpha Trooper and whatever Coles decides to deliver it to us in that form. And it's nice that it finally got the Nstrike attachment point, but it's just a real shame that like the Nerf Elite line that was so ubiquitous in like the early to mid 2000s as the modular platform for just awesome performance is now the gimmick line? Whatever. Long live our Modulus overlords. Much love. Nerf on, Drac out. Wait up, before you go anywhere, the Rukkus is available through my Amazon link. I didn't recommend this blaster highly, so I don't know why you would purchase it, but if you choose to purchase it, the link supports my channel, and then if you want to purchase something good, all of my merch is available at plastictreedesigns.com, and it's holiday season. I know that a lot of people have been using the ultra clean Teespring links underneath their channel, and I'm specifically not doing that because we make all of our t-shirts in-house, and that means that we get to regulate the quality of them. You get exactly what you're promised, and while it's not like as clean and easy and as integrated into YouTube, Teespring doesn't rob us like they're robbing other creators. So we will sell less of them, but we will stick on our high horse. Much love, Nerf on, Drac out.